Hi everybody, I'm just going to take you a short tour around my new garden. It is pretty well untouched. I think it's not been exactly loved by anybody in the past. It's quite a large garden, it's about 20 meters by 19 meters. One of my jobs is going to be measuring it out at some point, but today I need to heal a few things in, otherwise they're going to die, which will be a pity. These are some of the pots and things that I brought from Rolling Acres all that time ago, and then various other things that people have given me. So we'll start off here, which is the back door. And again, there's some lovely things. This beautiful camellia here that somebody gave me, and a few other pots that have been dug up in different people's gardens. There's a largish fig tree that needs to go in. These things from Natasha Taylor. No, Natasha Hall. Natalia Hall. Some raspberries, lots everywhere. There's huge amounts of ivy hanging off everything. There's other pots and things. Some nice pot that came from Walnut House. On top of a beehive which needs to be set up, and then round into this nice and beautiful sunny area here. Begin to see there's some good plants that I've got that need to be put in, but really, as you can see, there's a big area of nothing. Really amazing amounts of ivy everywhere. Big pot of snowdrops. You can see the grapevines and strawberries. I can hear Prankster running around somewhere, but Prankster I cannot see. There he is, over there. Hey Pranky, you meowing at me? There's the church next door, which will make quite a good vista, and then looking round to the house itself, which has architecturally, I don't think we can say that it's exactly beautiful, but it's a splendid house to be living in. I'm very, very fortunate. Up there's a cherry tree just coming into flower, and various other cherries, all of which are coming pretty well to the end of their days, I think. Not this one maybe, that's quite a young one, but the others are much older. Very large holly, nobody's done anything about. Underneath the holly, in all of this shade, countless arum lilies, lords and ladies everywhere. My very nice Cornus contorta, one Prankster, nice, there's against the fence there, again another grapevine, Black Homburg, little seating area which probably is where there used to be something like a greenhouse or a shed or something. Someone's piled up various stones. A tree that is, an apple tree that's absolutely full of canker, disease, so what to do about this, not sure. It's quite pretty. Interesting to see if it produces any apples. Really absolutely full of canker. It might be an idea to cut it really low. You'll see whether it survived that. The holly is shading it out anyway. Around to compost heaps, and then in this corner here, planning to put the beehive, as the bees will come up and over this honeysuckle here. Going round again, all of this area is full of brambles, quite a lot of Philadelphus. I think somebody once had an enormous pile of Philadelphus they put in a cornice that needs chopping right the way down to the ground. Bit of colour next year. More and more and more brambles. Yeah, huge, absolutely enormous bramble. Lots more weeds upon weeds upon weeds. In this corner, rather depressingly, there is ground elder. That's never good news. So I have to find somewhere suppressing that. Well, lots of cardboard, of course. And next door into the church, which itself would make a very pretty little secret garden. Vast numbers of moor brambles, hawthorn, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Looks a bit like a pear tree. I think it's a pear, but it's very, very big. It's rather pretty though. I rather like that. Sure, there might be something we can do with this. Where brambles grow, roses will grow. The pH is around about 6.5. That's a fairly good growing medium. Very sandy, very light, very hungry soil. And round here again. So another whopping great holly. The laburnum. Not necessarily one of my favourite trees. Yet more brambles. Somebody's just taken a washing line and shoved underneath there. Nice of them. There's another washing line somewhere or other. They're also broken. There it is. The beehive that needs to be put in situ. Yet more wonderful ground covering ivy. And from time to time, they're little bits and bobs. So I think that's probably a lilac, and behind it a mahonia. There's a little variegated. I think that's a variegated orange blossom there, and there's a little Jew's mallow as well. Now, beautiful flower, but completely swamped by this holly tree. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that. I would prefer to cut it down. There's another holly in front of it. Again, from this side, you can get an idea of what the garden looks like. So, yeah, plenty of scope. Somebody's already put in pins in the front, in the wall here, presumably to grow this rosebush up, and see how that works in the future. Okay, I think that's all there. Apart from that, very little has been done with this place. Somebody has planted this sage and then dug it up, so that needs to be put away somewhere, and then all of these things eventually put away, planted somewhere. I quite like these grey hyacinths, they're rather pretty. Okay, so if you've got any good ideas about what I might do with this section, I'm all ears. I'll be willing to listen very carefully. Your prayers, God bless you. Bye bye.